Should I tell my friend I'm traumatized by them? Trigger warning. Detailed description of choking. My 16 female friend, 17 male, of 3 years and I stayed in a hotel together and slept in different beds. On the second night we were chatting and out of nowhere he grabbed me off my bed and started choking me with his arm around my neck. I started flailing my arms and legs because I couldn't fucking breathe, and after what felt like a few minutes but had to have been at the very least 30 seconds he let go. He told me after that he only stopped because I was flailing my arms and legs, and he said something else but I forgot what it was. Now, at the time I thought this was okay because we're friends. He just didn't know that was a boundary, until I asked myself, would you ever choke him without consent? And I realized that no, I would not. My question is, should I try to work this out between us or should I just block him? Anytime I see him or see his texts I just get infuriated all over again. I really don't know how he would respond if I told him that he traumatized me. He might be understanding, or he might say I'm being dramatic, I'm not sure. I've realized that I resent him for what he did. Do I need to cut this person out of my life for my own happiness or should I try to work this out? And also, am I being dramatic? I still don't know. Update. I blocked him and I might go to the police. Thank you for your help. Bro, what the fuck? He's a fucking psycho. Never hang out with him again. Jesus Christ. He assaulted you. This is terrifying to read. Block him. Delete him. Somehow erase the knowledge of where you live from his mind. He is dangerous. Friends do not. Surprise choke each other. I would warn any of your other friends who know him. Jesus Christ, no. You should stay away from this person and report this incident to the police. You could have been killed. This is psychotic, dangerous behavior. Never ever ever contact this person again. It is absolutely too dangerous for you to do so. Why the hell does he suddenly start choking you? That's not normal. And he would have gone on if you didn't flail? I'd call the cops on his ass and would definitely cut him out of my life. That is just insane. People don't go choking each other. WTF. He told me the only reason he stopped choking the shit out of me was because I was struggling. I know he tried to kill me, but should we stay friends? What the hell is happening on this thread today? I think he needs to seek professional help. This issue needs confronting. He may not try this again on you, but if he decides to do it to someone else and they don't flail around enough to get him to stop, they may not be able to tell the story like you are. See the bigger picture. You may save someone else by speaking up. Also make sure you don't ever be alone with him like that again if you can't cut ties. I've seen this. Sudden violence is a symptom of a lot worse brewing under the surface. You have a right to be angry, so do not just walk away from this. Tell him what he did was completely unacceptable. You resent him for it, that he has issues he needs to deal with and had no right to take them out on you, not to bother trying to explain, gaslight or call you dramatic. Tell him you are ending contact with him. Wish him well and to get himself some help. This is psychopathic. Get the fuck away from him. Hey op, sounds like you've already got some good advice and I see you've blocked him, so I won't mention that, but you've said this was on a double family vacation? If this is a boy that your family is close to, or you see his family often, you need to tell your parents what happened. They should know about this if they're going to keep interacting with him and his family, and you don't want to accidentally end up in a situation alone with him again because none of the adults involved knew about this. He is dangerous to the point that he could have killed you, and he doesn't seem to care, which is something that both your parents and his parents need to know about. Okay, so this is after the fact and I'm glad you followed the advice you got here about blocking and removing this nut job from your life, but I'm just very curious. Was this a random attack? Just completely out of context? That's a terrifying thought that someone you've known for 3 years could just try to kill you out of nowhere. This is the beginning of a serial killer documentary. Why were you two in a hotel together? And how did you guys get a hotel being under 18? I have this feeling that this is a fake story. Call the police. And please see a doctor as choking could cause delayed medical problems. Tell your parents they can support you. I'm sure they will be shocked. I certainly am. You need to contact the police and file a battery charge against him. According to your story, it was unprovoked. he had no reason to be violent towards you like that. I would honestly think it's worth calling the police and making a statement. Nothing will happen, but at least it's on record, so in the future, if another woman happens to be abused by him, they also have that incident on file. Don't call the emergency line, call your local police department. Go to the police. He's testing your limits to see what kind of fight you will put up and if you will press charges. The only explanation you owe him is that he assaulted you, then move on and cut him off. What in tarnation, that's scary as fuck. Couple more seconds and you wouldn't be here writing this post and he'd be sitting in jail saying, I didn't mean to do it. Run away. No, it wasn't just friendly thing. Block him and complain about it. What happens if one day he decides to choke you but doesn't stop? Get away. For your sake, please cut that person out of your life. Get yourself checked out by a doctor, don't associate with him anymore, and go to the police. He will likely escalate in the future, whether it's you or someone else. Don't let anything worse happen. To be honest, if I was you, I would let him know. I think it would be good for my own heart to let him know it traumatized me. But that's just a personal thing. Run, boy, run. Or girl. Seriously. Can you tell your parents? You two were talking and he suddenly starts choking you? Dude, what the fuck? Block him on everything. He's crazy. He probably wanted to make physical contact and thought, rough housing, would be cute. Maybe he has a crush on you? I think you should ask him why it happened and explain your reaction.